I hope everyone is doing well today. Today I am going to be using the Painted Photographer's rice paper that I received in the January Makers Box from Sonnet. The rice paper is called New Year's Key. And I've been thinking about what to do with this. And then I thought of this journal that I had already made some time ago, but I thought the colors would go good. This is what the front originally looked like, but I put some gesso on the front to tone down the colors. This is just made out of like a packaging envelope from Amazon that I have cut down and folded and glued paper on, and lace and some fabric down the spine. But I was not going to leave the cover like that. But I just didn't know what I wanted to do with it. So I thought this would be perfect. And then I could have a journal for 2025 to keep all my ideas and projects in from Sonnet's Maker's Box. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So my journal is 10 by about 7 1/4. So I've already cut down Connie's paper, and I cut it down to almost 10 inches by 6 inches. And I did that because I had the fabric over here. But as you can see, the fabric is kind of shorter down in this area, up in this area, and it gets wider down here. So we're going to fix that in a moment. But this is the paper. This is Connie's paper. And I really like this idea because it is a key. And if you look at the teeth of the key right here, these are notches, and they actually spell out the number 25. And I thought that was really cool. This part of the key is called the bit, or the bittings, B-I-T-T-I-N-G, and it's notched out with the number 25. So I thought that's a really good idea for this paper, and something a little different. Normally this is rice paper. So normally with rice paper, you can use liquid patina by DIY. I do not have that. Normally for my decoupage, I will use like a polyacrylic or something like that, or a matte medium. So Ranger makes a really good matte medium. I know Fusion has some decoupage gels, and so does Pin Art. But today, and I use this, on smaller pieces a lot that really don't have to have like a special top coat, I'm going to use the Scott's glue stick, the permanent glue stick. And I find this works really well. You don't have to worry about the bubbling or the wrinkles, really. And your project dries really fast, so you can continue working on the project. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. I'm going to put the glue stick all over the front of my journal where the decoupage paper is going to go. This is a very nice glue stick. I really like this. It used to be called Scott's Create glue stick. But now when I get it, it is the Scott's Permanent glue stick. I feel like it's the same glue stick, but I'm really not for sure about that. But it does a really good job in journals and things like that. So that should be good. We can check in a minute and see if we need a little bit more. But I'm going to go ahead and line it up down here with my corner and the bottom. and then just work my way up. You do have a little bit of wiggle time to move your paper, which is nice. So here we go. Move that over just a little bit. Okay, let me move that over just a little bit more. So see, you can lift it up and start over again if you need to. Sometimes when I do that, I add a little bit more glue stick, but I think I will be fine this time. Here we go. I just want to make sure that I have it even here and over here. We can always fix that if we need to, but I'm trying to get it as even as possible here. Okay, we have a little wrinkle right here, but we can just lift that paper back up and smooth it out with our hand. Some people probably use a brayer. I've never really used the brayer for this, but I'm sure you can. Okay, and as you see where the fabric gets like smaller up here, I decided to put a trim there. And I have this jar of like scrap trim that I'm trying to use up. So I had a couple choices. I first thought about this one. It kind of goes well with the paper, and it would look good to glue down there. So I thought about that one. And then I saw this one and I thought this would be kind of cool too. It just fits. Like I would have to stretch it just a teeny bit to make sure that it fits on there. And then I saw this one. I will show you. I'm sorry, it's just a tiny little piece of what I have left. Let me see if you can see it better if I hold. It's just like a little white trim with some kind of little flower detailing in it. And I thought, oh, that's really pretty, and that would be a good size for that. But I really didn't like the color. I mean, I like the white color, but I wanted a different color to go on the journal. Maybe something that had the blue tones in it, like the key has. So I thought, well, I have the DIY paint that came in the maker's box, and the walk on water. So I thought, okay, well, I've seen people dye fabric before with the DIY paint, so why don't I try to dye my ribbon trim piece? So this is the first piece of it that I tried to dye. Well, I actually did dye it, I guess. This is walk on water with a little bit of water that I mixed together, and then I just kind of brushed it on and let it dry. I mean, it soaked up instantly. It's a very pretty color, but I wanted it a little bit more blue color. So I thought, okay, I have the letterpress gray. So why don't I mix some letterpress gray in with the walk on water? And this is what I got. A little bit more blue, but still not quite the color that I wanted. So I went out to my paint stash and I found some old chalk paint that I had, and it was kind of dried up. So I added just a little bit of water to it to reactivate it. And I thought, okay, I'm going to pour a little bit of that in there. And this is the color that I came up with. It's kind of hard to see. There you go. This is the color that I came up with. And I thought, oh, this is really good. So this is my ribbon trim now. So I was so excited that I could use my DIY paints to dye my fabric ribbon, and I could use it right here and cover up the error, and you would never see that. So that's what I decided to do. All right, we're going to put that on. I'm going to use the Art Glitter Glue. It says glitter glue, but it doesn't necessarily have to be for glitter. It will adhere a lot of different things. Plastic, metal, wood, shells, canvas. It says it does not stick to UV, waxy, or lacquer coated surfaces very well. But I really like this glue. I use it for a lot of different things. So let's go ahead and glue that on, and then I will trim it down after I get it glued on. This has a really fine tip on it too, if you can see that, and that makes it really good for junk journaling and small little crafts. And it doesn't take a lot of the glue to hold, to make the item hold either. So here we go. I'm going to glue that down. Oops, I got a little bit too much right there, but that's okay. We can fix that. Let me put my little glue dangle back in that I received for Christmas. It just helps keep your glue from drying out, and it's a cute little dangle. All right, let's make sure I have, okay, this would be going the correct way. I'm going to glue that on. Just that easy, and it makes it look so much better than the fabric not meeting up with the paper. So this will take care of that problem for us. I've been thinking, which one of the trims would have you picked, by the way? Do you think you would pick the first one? Or do you think you would have picked the second one? Just curious. I just kind of wanted to get a closer match to Connie's key, and I thought it was fun to try the DIY paint to see how it did on dyeing the ribbon. So hold on just a second. I'm so sorry. I have everything over here but my scissors. So I will be right back. I am so sorry about that. I tried to be prepared, but I forgot scissors of all things. Okay, we're just going to trim that down, and we'll trim down the top here. So, do any of you make junk journals or like to decorate junk journals? It's something I do really like to do. I didn't do it as much last year, but I would like to do a little bit more of it this year. Okay, here we go. I will probably decorate some more on this. Like, I thought about some kind of saying to put on here, like the, and then here we have the key, of course. So the key to create, or the key to success. I just wasn't for sure what letters I wanted to use yet. If I wanted to use the IOD stamps, or if I wanted to do some other kind of lettering. So I'm not for sure. And then, of course, I still have to put my signatures in. I will be doing that. Let me know if you're interested in seeing that. And then I will work on the back cover too, because I really don't care for this paper. I was just trying to use up some scrap paper, and I knew that I would probably change the cover and the back anyway. But that's how easy, I mean, the paper is on there very well. So that's how easy it was just to put that rice paper with the glue stick on to the cover of the journal. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little bit of information about the rice paper and the glue stick and the junk journaling. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you.